All right, so we're back and we have another rectangle. Now notice this one says consecutive even integers. So far we've had one that was consecutive integers. We've had one consecutive odd integers. Now we have one with consecutive even integers. So we're back to a rectangle. So let's draw a rectangle shape. And it says the width and length of a rectangle are consecutive even integers. So let's let k equal the width, and k plus what is going to be the length? Well, if they're even integers, if k is equal to 2, then what's the next even? 4. So we had to add 2, and so that would be our length is k plus 2. Okay, and so that's k plus 2. So we've labeled everything. Now it says if the perimeter is 700 meters, find the length and width. Well, now we just add up all those instead of equal to 700. So again, let's start here. K plus 2 plus K plus K plus 2 plus K. So now we've gone clear around. And now we add like terms. And so we get 700 equals 1, 2, 3, 4K, and 2, 4 plus 4. Now we subtract 4. And so we're going to have to borrow clear from here. So that's going to be 10, then that becomes 9. So 10 minus 4 is 6, and that's a 9, and that's a 6, and that's equal to 4K because those canceled. Now we have to take 4 into 696. So it goes in here once, that's 4. Subtract, that's a 2. Bring down our 9. 4 times 7 is 28. Subtract, that's 1. Bring down our 6. 4 times 4 is 16. Subtract that 0. So we are saying K is equal to 174 meters, and that's equal to our width. Well, K plus 2 is going to be the next even integer, so that's going to be 176, adding 2 to that, meters. And we're saying that's the length, okay? So that's what we're saying is true. Now we have to verify it. Does 174 plus 174 plus 176 plus 176 equal 700? Well, I don't know. So those two and those two, that's 10 plus 10 is 20. So it's 0, that's 2. 7 times 4 is 28, 29, 30. So it's a 0 and that's a 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That equals 700. So it does check. Okay. All right, one that has a lot more words. So, a large children's organization purchases tickets to the circus. The organization has a strict rule that every 2 children must be accompanied by 1 adult guardian. Hence, the organization orders 2 times as many children tickets as it does adult tickets. Child tickets are $6, adult tickets are $16. If the total cost of tickets is $532, how many adult tickets were purchased? All right, so what do we know? Well, let's just start with, let's say X is equal to adult tickets. Doesn't matter, what variable we use, but we know that there's going to be 2 times as many child tickets as adult tickets. So there's going to be twice as many. So if twice as many of the adult tickets as child tickets, that would give us 2X, would be child tickets. Okay. So that's how we're going to set up our variables. Now, what else do we know? Well, it says child tickets are $6. So these we know are $6 each, and these are $16 each. Okay. Now, what else do we know? We know the total cost is $532. All right. Well, let's write that down. 532 equals. And how do we get the cost? Well, we're going to take the number of adult tickets times the price plus the number of child tickets times its price. And if you add those two together, we should get the total price. So let's do that. 16 times X plus, and now we're going to take 6 times 2x. Okay. Now, when we do that, we have to multiply here. So that's 532 equals 16x plus 12x. Well, now we have like terms. So we have 532 equals 28x. Well, now we can divide by 28 because we know that's 28 times x. So divide by it will get us Now we have to do some math. And so 28 goes into 532 how many times? Well, 2 times this is going to give us 56, so that's too big. So we'll do just 1. That's 28. Now we have to borrow. And so 5 plus 8 is 13. 4 minus 2 is 2. Now we bring down to 2. And so if we take, let's see, how about 3 times that is only going to give us 60. If we multiply that times that, let's try 28 times 9. 28 times 9, that's going to give us a 2. That's a 7. That's going to be 18, 19, 20, 22, 3, 4, 25. So that's a 9. So that's 252. That's 0. So it looks like x equals 19 adult tickets purchased. Okay. And we know that 2x is how many that is. So if we take 19 times 2, that's 18, 38. So we have 2x equals 38 child tickets purchased. And so that's what it asks for. How many adult tickets? 19 adult tickets. And how many child tickets? 38. But it only asked for the adult. But we really need to have both of them because they could have asked either one of those questions. And so ideally, you do both because when you do your check, you have to have both of those numbers anyway. So you just kind of have them both down. But if you're doing it in MOM, it might only ask for one. And then so you have to type in only one. Sometimes it asks for both. So you do both. All right, so now we check. What is 16 times 19? Because now we're just going to plug in the values and see if we get the same value. Well, 16 times 19. Okay, so 6 times 9 is 54. And it's going to be 14. That's going to be 6. That's going to be 1, 4, 10. That's 304. Okay, now we have 6 times 2 is 12 times 19. So even though we could have taken 2 times that and got 38 and then times 6, well, let's just do it that way since we already know that value. Let's do that since we do have that. I don't know which way is easier. So we know 2x is 38 and then times 6. So 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 3 is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Now do those two added together equal what we need? 304. That's 12. Carry 1, 2, 3. And that's 532. That's what it's supposed to equal. So that is the correct number of tickets for both the adult and the child. All right, we'll pause there and we'll come back.